Hello and welcome to Keri Systems DoorsNet Controllers and Reader Properties. If you're on DoorsNet Standard, please enable Advanced View. That's View, then Enable Advanced View. The password is Keri10 with a capital K. Once your controllers are online, you should be aware of the following settings. Highlight your controller. In description, you can name it. I would recommend a physical location or something easily descripted for you. Next, click Advanced View. Here you can view more options. Some to be aware of for the basic setup is the controller's time zone, but predominantly the memory options. This is NXT Mercury only. If you're going to be using over 10,000 card holders, you're going to need to increase the count. You can go all the way up to 100,000. Pin digits. If you're going to be using a card and pin reader, or just a pin reader, this will need to be set, because this is set at controller level, not reader level. By default, it is set to 8. Finally, transaction buffer. If this system is one that will be offline to the gateway and application server for extended periods of time, I would increase this to allow for it. Readers NXT. Once again, ensure you have Advanced View enabled. Highlight your controller, then expand the bus. Now select your reader. Here in the description you can change the name. For example, entrance or exit. Here you can set the manufacturer model. Auto unlock schedule is where we set the access time zones made within the software. By default we have work week and never. Please see training on time zones on how to set them up. Next is the door contact. If you're using a door contact, you will need to change this to yes, as it is disabled by default. Then you can specify a held open time and the line supervision. This can be normally open or normally closed, as seen here. On to strike control. This is maximum time the door will unlock for with a card presentation or a request to exit button press. Default is 7 seconds. This can be adjusted. We also have a separate strike time for ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act, or DDA, Disability Discrimination Act. This can be simply set in the card holders with a tick of the box. Please see the card holders training video for this. On to REX or request to exit properties. Here you can set the REX circuit type. Default is normally open, which can of course be changed. Then you can set the operating mode to momentary or continuous. Master slave. Here we compare this reader to another for in and out. You have single, master or slave. If you set a reader to a slave, it will become available to a master reader on the same controller. Enrollment reader. Any reader on the system can become an enrollment reader. Just set it here within the properties, then it will become available within card holders for selection. NXT Mercury Reader Properties. As with standard NXT, we have the same as before, but with a few more additions. We'll start with anti-passback. As you can see, we not only have soft or hard, but the option of timed also. Once enabled, you would then set an area. The outside, for instance, would be area 1, and the inside of a building would be area 2. What this also enables you to do is send that controller as an in to multiple controllers using global linkage. This will be covered in advanced. If you're not using door contacts and still want the message access granted, you will need to set log all access as used. This will prevent the system from sending you the message access granted not used, and instead it will be replaced with access granted. We have some other cool features like decrease use limits on access. You can set up a card holder to have a usage count. For instance, an office gym membership. And then every time they go through this door, their count is reduced. Or enable double card presentation event. If you present the card twice within 5 seconds, we can get the controller to send an actionable event that can be used to trigger a local or global linkage routine. We've used this at a university where a lecturer wanted to come into the lecture hall, present his card twice to unlock it, conduct his lesson, at the end of his lesson, double present again to relock the door. Right-clicking on a reader gives you the following options. NXT. Lock, unlock, lockout, and lockdown. Lockout will give you a message that someone has tried to use the reader, but it is in a lockout situation, whereas lockdown instructs the system to ignore everything from that reader. Weakened. Lock, unlock, lockout, facility code, and lockdown. Facility code allows access for any card that has a facility code in the credential types. That's coming out in advanced. And keypad. Lock, unlock, card or pin, card and pin only, facility code, lockout, and lockdown. Card or pin is self-explanatory. You can use either card or pin, both will work independently of the other. Card and pin is both, and in that order, card, then pin, linked to that card holder. Pin only is as the name suggests. Finally, masking is the same on all reader types. You can mask forced, held, or both, then revert with unmasking. Thank you for watching.